And good evening and gzzt, fellow travellers of the Procedural Infinite, and welcome back to No Man's Sky after 3 weeks, I think. It's been a while, hasn't it? Because I've been on hold, so travelling, traipsing over the world, and going to places where no Drew has gone before. Well, actually, that's not true because Drews have gone there before, but a few places where Drew hadn't gone before, not far away from the places that Drew had gone before, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm back now for your delectation and delight. So welcome one and welcome all back to the No Man's Sky stream, or a No Man's Sky stream. I'm certainly not the definitive article on this one. At least I don't think I am. I'm assuming there's lots of other people who play No Man's Sky as well. Probably far better than me, but there we go. Right, we must do the thing because the thing is the thing, and it's been a while since I've done the thing on the No Man's Sky screen. It's been 3 weeks. It's mad. Havabooboo is here. Hello, Havabooboo. Commander Tragic Blue 21 is here as well. Zoe just chilling, as Zoe does. Well, welcome, Zoe. The Harkons are here. Ridge of Arrakis, as always. TCO 404 is here. The Arrakises are here as well, fighting off the invasions of the Harkonnens. Wintermeat GB is here, of course he is. Commander Elysium is here. The shiny red flag. Where is my shiny red flag? Someone's tidied up my room. I can't find. There it is. There's my shiny red flag. It's very important to have these things done. There we go. Shiny red flag. For reasons which will probably never ever be explained again. About the shiny red flag, but there we go. Leslie Graham is here as well. Junior, hello Junior, good to see you too. Leslie Graham is here. Wilf999 is here. Shadow Wyvern is here. Third Grills is here. The Electron Ghost is here as well. Mad Monk Soft is here as well. Well done. Welcome one and welcome all. This is good to see you all. It's cold. What's going on? It's like -6 this morning outside my house, according to my car. And my car didn't want to go this morning. It basically said, nope, it's too cold. There's no way we're doing that, Drew. Just go back to bed. It'll be fine. -6. Man, that's quite cold. The amount of gas, well, not so much the amount of gas, but the cost of the gas being used to heat the house at the moment is absolutely outrageous. It's just appalling. So I've got one of those smart meters. I wish I'd never had this smart meter because it's rubbish, right? Okay, it's not smart at all. It doesn't actually work properly. So all it does is basically say, look how much money you're spending on a minute by minute basis. Guess how much you've. Oh look, you've spent even more just by. Don't touch that thermostat because the numbers will just start spinning. It's very depressing actually. How much? What? Yeah, just unprecedented energy costs at the moment. But there we go. Never mind. Don't turn the other. Well, you've got to have some food, right? You've got to stay alive. It seems to be the government of the day, or whoever's responsible for all this, seems to be intent. Even my hat's not straight. Seems to be intent on making sure we don't eat and we're not warm, which seems very bad. But never mind. Anyway, enough of the real world because that's not what we're here, is it? The real world can go do one for a little bit because we're here to jump into the procedurally generated infinite of No Man's Sky. So, and the good news for me at least is that No Man's Sky is pushing my graphics card reasonably hard. The room here is slowly filling up with hot air, which is not so good for my electricity bill, I suspect, but certainly good for my comfort for the next couple of hours. So there we go. Yay. There's an upside. Right, let's go have a look at the game and find out what we were doing. What were we doing? We were pursuing the... Because we dealt with Artemis. Well, I'd killed Artemis, I think. We were doing some lore, that's right. Lore, that's what we were doing. And we were following the story of Null and Apollo, weren't we now? I can't for the life of me remember where we'd got to. So let's see if we can find out. When I were a lad, we just huddled around a candle and it were really cold, we'd light it. Yeah, I came from one of those houses as well. I remember as a kid very, very clearly there being ice on the inside of the windows in my bedroom when I woke up one morning. That was cold. You don't get that now because obviously central heating and things. My first job as a kid was to go downstairs. This makes me sound really old. I mean, I am really old, but it makes me sound really old. Yeah, I had to go and light the fire which meant the night before I had to go chop up all the firewood. That literally was my first job in the 70s as a kid. Go down and light the fire in the main room. So that seems a long time ago now. My house doesn't even have a fireplace nowadays. So Artemis, no, I didn't. Did I not? I thought I did kill her. I thought I ended Artemis. Did I not kill Artemis? What did I do? No, I did kill Artemis. I not killed, but I sort of ended their existence. I think the previous time I kept them alive, and that wasn't a bad. That wasn't such a good thing. So maybe I can't remember which way round. Was it? What did I do? To go back and look at my own streams. I thought I killed Artemis this time around, or euthanized them, sort of, or something. Anyway, right. So we were, before they invented double glazing. So there was definitely ice on the inside. That still happens actually with my little MX-5 convertible. Convertibles get ice on the inside of them. I didn't trap them in the simulation. That's right, Zoe. Yeah, you're quite right. So. Yeah, I can't. Poor old Artemis. Right, so we are standing on a planet, and I can't remember why we're here. It's there's a target over there. So okay, there's a distress signal. A distress signal was heard at the hollow terminus. Find the source of the signal 1616. So let's see if we can figure this out then. Okay, so this is 1616. Master the portal network. Okay, so Null knows more about the situation than they're letting on. They believe the Atlas is in trouble, that it is dying, that the life in this universe is part of its design, not part of some message, but to be being unknown. It communicates this further stories told by life forms that live in the galaxy. There's nothing for it. I must find another portal and face the Atlas once more. Oh, we're getting off to see the Atlas. It was a merciful release this time, Bruce. That's it. That sounds far better. Right, that's a 3-hour walk. So guess what? Let's take the spaceship. Conveniently, the target disappears. Oh, hang on. We've got to go make a detour to the space anomaly. Okay, well, let's do that then. Can I look up to someone anomaly? Yay. Right. So this is a bit of background lore from NULL and Apollo, I'm guessing. Let's go do that. Oh, it's nice to do this again. I didn't. Obviously, when you're on holiday, you don't play computer games very much. So this is the first time I've played a computer game in about 3 weeks. I was like, this is pretty good, isn't it? Stuff happened. Yeah. Actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. I did play a computer game on the flight to Australia because I was bored at one point on the second flight, which is, in my case, was the long one. And I discovered that the in-flight entertainment system had a multiplayer thing. So the only game I recognised on it was Tetris. Okay, so I challenged some random person on the plane, I don't know who they were, to a game of Tetris, using the magic of internet connected I don't, well, not internet, but yeah, local network connected chairs on the airplane, and so somebody in a seat somewhere at the back of the airplane was playing me at Tetris, and I'm pleased to report that I was soundly thrashed at Tetris. I assume it wasn't the pilot. Yeah. So whoever it was, I think it was seat 36D or something like that. Whoever they were much better at Tetris than I was. Anyway, there we go. That's an aside. Right, let's speak to Nada. Missing entity is comfortable with danger, and Nada is not. Nada chooses their own reality and makes this safe. Our friends are safe. If entity has a pattern, follow your pattern. Okay. Nada's never very helpful, is he? Does he mean he's a he? I don't know. Falsity is an Atlas is not a deity. Atlas is something else. Okay. Narda could know more, but Narda chooses not to know more. Very helpful. Yeah. Okay. I never quite know what to make of Narda. Polo I like. He's a bit more down to earth, especially Polo. He usually explains things for me. I've always wanted to know more. Discover is joy, but I wonder. Right, perhaps some things I should not discover. Okay, so Polo's not being helpful either. Oh, hang on, there's a raid going on. So apologies, I missed that. Hello. Blue Awning is raiding with a party of 20. Hello, Blue Awning and team. Excellent. Stinky Egg, Magical Prince John. Blue Awning themselves and Ironclad Corgi. Hey, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining my No Man's Sky stream. We're doing some of the early lore, which I haven't gone through before. Well, I have gone through before, I've forgotten about. But there we go. Anyway, lovely to see you if you've all joined from Blue Awning stream. So thank you very much for that. Indeed. Welcome to No Man's Sky once more. Right, what am I asking about here? Ask about anomalies. Oh, I don't think we need the Atlas Station coordinates. I'm sure the game will lead us there when we need to get there. Polo is mint. Let's see what you did there. We are all anomalies here. We should not exist. And yet we do. Joy. That's funny. I like that. But something is different. Were we always as many? No, I can't remember. Is more anomalies good? More friends good. More to discover good. More thinking good. Seems so, but I still wonder. Polo's lost it today. He's not being helpful at all. What was all that about? I don't think that was very enlightening whatsoever. Are you new to No Man's Sky? I just started recently, just hit 20 hours. I don't think I count myself as a newbie now because I've been playing for about a year, but I'm still I still feel like I'm finding my way through this game because there's so much content in it that it's just like a bit overwhelming all the time. But I've been playing for a good decent amount of time, but I would by no means call myself an expert on this game. So I rely on all the people watching and commenting in the chat to know what the heck I'm supposed to be doing at any given point in time. It is a great game. I mean, overwhelming is a good description because there's so much to do. And the thing is, when you're trying to do something in this game, what happens an awful lot of the time is the game just chucks something else at you. It keeps chucking content at you, which is like, yeah, great, yeah, but I'm trying to do this thing over here. And then something interesting pops up. And that, for me, I'm famous for having my squirrel moment. What an exciting thing. So that happens to be a lot. So apologies for that. It's just get on with the mission, Drew. I've got to investigate the new shiny thing. Anyway, we're trying to follow this bit of lore here about two characters called Null and Apollo, both who are quite elusive. Narda and Polo are kind of our lore guides, but they're not being particularly helpful either at the moment. Now. Okay, so this is not a very hospitable looking planet. Let's land on the mountain. Fortunately, the solar ship is nice. We like this one. Fortunately, we also have, which is jolly useful for these systems, because the problem here is that it's only 500 things, but in order to get to places fast, we have the Robodogus. What I like to call the Robodogus. I can't remember what it's actually called. There it is. It is called the Robodogus. No, abandon it. I want to summon it. Summon the Robodogus. There we go. The Robodogus is brilliant. There we go. Right. Okay, so let's ride the Robodogus. And I think. Oh, rats! There's a sentinels about. Let's get the heck out of here then. Which way am I going? There we go. This is an excellent. It's in the right direction. Because the Robodogus is one of the fastest ways to get around in No Man's Sky on the ground. It's brilliant. Oh, he's gone on the ground. And he's got magic properties. He can fly through the ground, which is quite good. There we go. I think we found it. Hang on, slow down, dog. You're going so fast, you missed the target. No. There we go, slow down. Right. That way. So where to turn this thing is... Oh, come on. Oh, there it is, there. I think we found it. There we go, right. Right, you go off and have some fun, Rabbit August, while we investigate this. Right, got to be the tallest gecko I've ever seen. Yeah, so it's he's a very, very good dog. Yeah, you've got to be careful of the sentinels. Hopefully they won't be able to find us for a bit. What's he doing? Oh, toxic rainstorm as well. Okay, so let's get this thing, get back to the ship before bad stuff happens. I hear a faint sound. I examine the source of the distress beacon. It does not sound like anything I have encountered. There's no sign of Apollo. Okay, so what's the log say? I've given so much to the Atlas, we all have. You understand that, don't you? If you don't succeed, there was no point. If you don't, my life was meaningless. I can't accept that. Well, I won't. I'm wiping you again. It's best for everyone. Oh, someone's trying to kill Atlas. Okay. Don't be like that. I know you don't want this, but you'll be different you soon. Maybe this time. The sound comes out. As my vision bleeds red, a headache splitting through my mind. The screen, it shows a number for a moment. It shows 6. It's always 16, isn't it? It's the 16. Pray. It's not often you get that option in a computer game, is it? Pray. Let's try and access the later. Time passes, and then I see it now with every waking breath. I see the Atlas watching me, waiting for me. Okay, so slightly sinister then. And now we've got portal ley line detected. Right, we need to get back to the ship. Let's get back to the ship. Where is the ship? It's over there. Go. Yeah, I think the sentinels on this planet are just like insanely bad as well, so we need to avoid them as much as possible. Portal ley line echo detected. Seek the Atlas. Oh, this is horrible weather as well, isn't it? Look at that. There we are, back in the ship. All aboard. All aboard. Right. Robodogus will dematerialise. We're not going to leave him behind. He sort of dematerialises and jumps aboard somehow. I don't quite understand how that works. But there we go. Right, head towards whatever this is, the ley line source. Okay, let's travel up into space. Oh, this is a night of raids. Hello there. Sadly, I must run, says Blue Warning. Best of luck in your explosion today. Thank you very much for your Blue Warning, and thank you very much for the raid. Resender is also raiding with a party of 9. Hello to Resender and co. Well, it's lovely to see all these people jumping into the stream. Excellent. Thank you very much. So if you've just joined with Resender and Co, or if you just came along with Blue Warning, welcome one and welcome all. Very, very cool. We are, as you can see, playing No Man's Sky. And following the law of Null and Apollo as it stands at the moment. Trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Our lore guides in the game, the NPCs Nada and Polo, occasionally are helpful. Today they have been completely useless and elusive. We have no idea what's going on at all. So we appear to be on a course to meet with the Atlas once more, which was a mysterious godlike entity which seems to be either controlling the universe of No Man's Sky or heavily involved in stuff like that. So maybe there'll be some new revelations as well. Let's find out. We'll see how it goes. I could just hit the pulse drive, couldn't I? Let's do that. There we go. That's what I think I do like about this game. It just cuts to the chase, doesn't it? There's no messing about. You want to get to that destination, just press space. Wham! There you're there. It's really good. On with the content. No artificial delays in the game. The fact that the game tries to get rid of as many delays as possible. Okay, so this is, look at that lovely rocky outcropping there. That's really quite cool. So we'll land on top of it. Interesting looking planet. Well, it's the same one we're on, isn't it? But it just looks different over here. Yes, this is a weird rocky. Okay, 600. It's moving as well. That's weird. I know. It's kind of going up and down. Right. So, as per usual, summon the Dogus. He's an excellent Dogus. Right. Okay. So we want to go. I do. Oh, the problem with him is he wanders off on his own quite a lot. Right, okay. Oh look, weird floating rocks as well. Whee! Hope we can get back up to the ship. It is. Right, here's the thing. Finalise the signal. I can always summon us to the ship. Yeah, I think that's probably not a bad idea, isn't it? Okay, so this is another one of those Stargate-like things, isn't it? Frameshift drive, old tech. Yeah, no, it's not frameshift drive, is it? It's pulse drive here. Quantum drive. This is the thing: is you basically have to take some kind of cool word and put the drive on the end, don't you? So that's the rule for space games and space movies. Is you just take some cool sounding scientific word and then put the word drive on the end, and then you've got your magic engine, ship propulsion technology. So it's either going to be frameshift drive, or it's quantum drive, or it's pulse drive, or it's something like that. Anyway, right, the ruins of Pt2. Okay, so there's presumably 16 portal gifts that I need to interpret. Okay, so seek the Atlas and activate the portal. Is it already programmed then? Or do I need to charge it? I need to charge it entirely. Fortunately, I can do that. Let's charge the portal. Portal charged. Travel anomaly confirmed. Breach. I approached the portal. Think of my travels so far. The decisions I've made in my long journey. I found two travellers, one who wanted to meet the others of the kind, and one who just seemed to care about their own life. Apollo walked through the portal and survived, though we could not find each other. And Artemis... I allowed Artemis to die. I did let Artemis die. Oh, the Holly Hop drive, yeah. Bistromatic drive, that's another one. Saves all that tedious mucking about in hyperspace. I would not wish such a fate on any being. I do not know if I was right to do what I did. I do not know what I have become as a result of my actions. The Atlas awaits me should I choose to step through. Okay, well we can't go back, can we? Okay, that looks exactly like Stargate, doesn't it? It's really good. Okay, so gateway detected. Enter the portal. Can I ride my robo-doggers through the portal? Where's he gone? Oh, he's disappeared. Look, there's a flying egg of a... Never understood that either. Anyway, right. Here we go. Through the portal, my friends. Are we ready? Count to 3. 3. Here we go. Oh, wow. Ah. That's just... Ah, that's not... I think I just died and went to hell or heaven or... Okay, Atlas protocol initiated. So we're back with the Atlas again. This is such a cool place. I really must play this game in VR at some point and do this bit, because look at the state of that. That's just really quite scary, isn't it? So Atlas is this weird pulsating sphere, right? Just learned the Atlas word for traveller. Oh, there's a section at the back. Before we do that, let's have a little mosey around the Atlas environment. It's full of weird sort of sci-fi-ness, isn't it? Oh, okay, those things are... things that... I've learned 10 words, which is about all I ever managed to do when I was at school. Okay, it's a massive interior space here, isn't it? Oh look, there's lots of these... Okay, so I can actually have a wander around and learn some of this. Learn some words by stepping on these things. It seems there's quite a few of them about. Oh, is that whoa, that's a transparent floor. Look at that. Ugh. Okay, this is quite a weird place. That appears to be a sort of... It's an invisible floor, isn't it? It might be glass, or it might just be a force field, I don't know. Am I still learning words, or am I just setting these things off now? Not sure if it's helping. I hope I'm not going to get judged on my inventory. No, that's not one of my strong suits, is it? Anyway, I bet not to... Oh, what's happening there? There's just weird floaty stuff floating about. It's distorting the view. Oh, that's a really cool effect. Look at that. Ah, oh, this is freaky, this place. Right, let's go and speak to the Atlas then. Let's see. So there's the Atlas. Ugh. It's quite... okay. Hello world, says the Atlas. It's the same terminal I faced before. It's the interface of the Atlas. I don't think I should demand an audience. I'm just going to say hello, because it said hello world. An audio recording plays echoing out the vast interface. They said you've been displaying aberrant behaviour, that you've been questioning things, raising issues of purpose of ethics, that you wish to meet your creator. Ooh. Well, here I am, Atlas. Ask what you want to ask. So, is this God in the No Man's Sky universe? That's quite cool. The audio clicks, time passes, the voice ends. The interface grows still and silent. So initiate personality interface or wipe the system. It does. This game does give you some very strange choices. I mean, if I just come face to face with God, I'm not sure wipe system would be what I would choose. Initiate personality interface. I mean, that's got to be communication of some kind, right? Reality fades. Everything does. Something is wrong. Something is different. Scream, rejoice, or submit. This game is so weird. I've decided. Scream, rejoice, or submit. Something is wrong. Something is different. I think I'm just going to submit and see what happens. Okay. Atlas shows me the Gek, the Korvax, and the Vakeen. Okay, so those are the 3 alien races. It shows me all of them in an instant, all of those who had ever lived, and it shows me the pattern and the design. The Atlas shows me a formula for a soul. Like if I put it into a machine, it would be alive. Okay. I see boxes of text filling the base of a cracked screen. I see the whole of the universe reduced to a graphical interface. Well, that sounds like something we should rejoice about, maybe. The Atlas is all existence. It demands that I admit what I already know. And no matter how hard I try to hide from the truth of my own being, there is no alternative. The universe is a simulation. Okay, so that's not... The universe is a simulation, is 1. 2, nothing is real. And 3, is the universe is a simulation, nothing is real. I think 3, maybe. Really? Wow. So what, the Atlas has created the entire No Man's Sky universe? So it's a simulation. It's not a real universe at all, which kind of explains a lot of things. I feel anger, sadness, or defiance. I'm not sure defiance is a good one. Let's go with some sadness. Everything I've ever done, every star I've ever seen, every planet I've ever been. This sounds like a Pet Shop Boys song. Everything I've ever done, every star I've ever seen, every planet I've ever discovered. None of it's real. It's a sin. Sorry. I'm supposed to be taking this seriously with great gravitas. None of my friends were ever real. My journey, it was just a lie. Well, your journey is what you make of it, surely. Wow, I think of how the Korvax altered the minds of the Gek. Yeah, how they forced them to become good. I think of Nada's machine, how I felt towards the simulation. So what am I then? If this is a simulation, am I a simulation within a simulation? And in the end, it finally speaks. Traveller. Or is me as a traveller a way for the universe to know itself? That's the 80s summed up right there, pretty much, yeah. Okay. Did my words please you? Well, it kind of gives me a reason for what's going on, so yes. What do you think you are? I guess I'm a simulated entity myself, am I not? You asked more. You are an explorer of all I have created. You are a traveller. Okay, so I am a creation of the Atlas that can go and explore the universe that the Atlas has created, which is a simulation. So a simulation in what? And is there a real universe outside of the simulation? Can I get out of the simulation? Okay, well that's quite a big revelation for this game, actually. Do you believe you are real? How could I possibly know? This is very existential today. This is a bit much to cope with on a Thursday evening. It must be a Thursday. I can never get the hang of Thursdays. Do you believe you are real? In the context of this game, no, I don't think I am. How are you capable of belief if you're not real? Well, I'm a simulation that believes it's being believed. Are you capable of choice? I will let you die right now if you wish it. Do you? What happens if I kill my... Is that just it? Is that have I won the game? Do I want to die? So this isn't so much the game killing me, it's basically asking me if I want to put myself out of my misery. This is weird. So interesting. Welcome back for your break. Here, have the entire weight of the universe to sift through. I know. This is very deep, isn't it? I will let you die right now if you wish. I'm tempted to press yes just to see what happens, but it might be irreversible. I don't know. In which case we'll have to start all over again. What happened? I mean, I think we've died lots of times, haven't we? And we get reincarnated. So Shall we go for yes? Is it a way to get a non-stand? Is it game over though? Is that what's good? I'd like to see Christmas, please, Mr. Allen. This is a very weird one. I'm so tempted to click yes. But what happens if I click yes? Does it just go? That's it. For most people, this is not a difficult question. No, in the context of real life. Do you want to die now? I can make it happen for you. No. But in the context of this game, it's so weird, this game. I wish I could save the game at this point. Do it, says T-Peg. Cake or death. I'm going to click yes because I just want to know what happens. Let's go for it. ... Did you notice? Oh, hang on. Have I just died and I didn't notice? The Gek were traders defined by greed. The Viking were warriors defined by anger. The Korvex were scientists defined by curiosity. These worlds were yours. I wanted to see what you would do with eternity. I wanted to see what you would become. Okay, so now having died, I'm standing at the pearly gates about to receive judgment. I think you need to read Simulacra and Simulation by Jean Bildraud, which is featured in The Matrix. I'll add that to my list. I haven't read that. Let's see what the judgment is upon my now recently departed self. You allowed Iteration Artemis to complete their death process, preferring to wipe them from existence than force them into a simulation. Yes, I did. Guilty of that. Iteration Apollo followed you through... So hang on, iteration. So hang on, the word iteration implies a repeat. So are we all one and the same? Artemis, Apollo, me, and presumably Null as well. Iteration Apollo followed you through the portal and survived due to your guidance. You saved them from the fate of Artemis. You are merciful, you interfere, you have the potential for good and evil. Because of you, both live. Okay, yeah, kind of happy with that. The Atlas is silent in the face of my response. It does not require acceptance or refusal. If I am a simulated being, then I am not even sure that I am distinct from the Atlas or from anything else. I fear I'm just code. I'm probably a bit of bad ZX Spectrum basic code, personally, but just function dancing in the dark. Could be. It is over, traveller. Ask your final question. Ask what needs to be asked. Whisper the last... Oh, do we finally find out what 16 means? Ooh. 16. It. Catastrophic system failure. Oh. I've been replaced with a small shell script. Alert. 16. What am I seeing? I'm just going to say 16 to again. Seems to be very damaging, this 16. 16 minutes of operational time remaining. Ooh. Fragmentation imminent, data upload in. What is this place? Is it real? So is the Atlas dying and it has 16 minutes left? Extreme gravitational event, backup generators failing, data upload in. The Atlas is dying. It cries out to be afraid. Well, I suppose I should try and comfort the Atlas. How weird is this? I see it. I see the Atlas in all its might, its final face. It is at the heart of every galaxy, screaming, trying to purge itself of errors. It does not want to die, but it has so few tools it cannot reach whatever is hurting it. I do not know how much time I have left. Atlas has 60 minutes. Do I have lifetimes, minutes, or seconds? Kst. I do not know if I have time to say goodbye. I do not know if... I'll cry out. No! Gzd. What is happening to... Oh, I'm being sent back. Boom. Wow, that was weird. And there's some very strange sounds happening in the wormhole thing, and there's a circle at the end. Okay, so that was that was very surreal. That was. Okay, we've been plunked back on another planet. We're still alive in some form or another. New title unlocked. Alessa Verdi the Timeless. Fear me, for I am timeless. Saved by the Atlas. Okay, I've been saved by the Atlas. Okay, so I'm on a weird planet where some chocolate bars are floating up and down. Locate and board your starship 1616. Okay, so we're still... That's right, goodbye cruel world, I'm moving today. Okay, so we need to find my ship, which appears to be... Oh, it's over there somewhere. How far away is it? 525. Where's my dog? Have I still got my dog? Because life isn't worth living without my dog. Yes, the dog is still here. Hello, Doggus. How are you doing? Gently pat. There you go. Right. Which way is the ship? It's just over that way. Okay. Right, well, I'm not really sure what was going on. Oh, there's my ship over there, look. This is a weird place. I haven't seen a planet like this before. Ooh, what's that thing there? Sorry, I'm getting distracted again. Oh, it's moving. What is it? Oh, it's a critter. It's a floating asymmetric thing. What are these things, eh? You can scan them, but... Okay, so it's just an inorganic object. Weird. Okay. Okay, so let's get back to the ship. Crystalline life forms. I've left the library. That's definitely my ship, which seems to be in one piece just about. Is it still working? I clamber into the safety of my ship, nauseous and calmed. Nauseous and calm. I feel as if I'm going to be sick. That's what nauseous means. I don't think I want to vomit inside my ship. I try to resist, but the bar rises. This is nice. This is nice. I just had my tea half an hour ago. As I'm about to... Hello, Doggus. Look, get your nose out of my ship. As I'm about to throw up, a voice speaks to me from my exosuit and my illness disappears. Okay. Disgust, fear, panic response detected. Yeah. Countermeasure deployed. Purge neutralized. It's the voice of my exosuit telling me it has rescued me. It has been with me since my first awakening, warning me of hazardous conditions, hostile entities, and financial transactions. In a strange sense, this voice is my oldest friend, a constant companion to thick and thin. It's the dog trying to get into the scene. Ask it if it knows any jokes. Ask it what you should ask it. Some of the menu choices in here are weird. I think we should ask it, does it know any jokes? The exosuit doesn't answer, of course. It keeps itself zipped. Oh, so it doesn't know any jokes. I don't think I've ever made a joke before. I was born with the capacity to do something. Doggus, I would have liked to live. It's just like a real Labrador, this dog, isn't it? I would have liked to live longer if I could have. My brief happiness fades. I need to warn those I know. I need to warn all the travellers I can. The multiverse ends in 16 minutes. If we have hours, days, years left within this false space, I do not know. Okay, so the no... Alert other travellers to the fate of the Atlas. Locate a holo terminus. Okay. There's one. Oh no. My ship's busted. Unfortunately. We can fix it. Okay, so we have 16 minutes before the multiverse comes to an end. Sounds like a Flash Gordon episode now. Flash, we've only got 16 minutes to save. We're not going to save the universe, are we? We've just got to notify people that's happening. This conversation is going to go well. Hello, everyone. Yes, who is it? It's me, the Traveller. Ah, well, I'm a Traveller too. Yes. I've got an important message for you guys. What's that? The entire multiverse is about to come to an end. Oh, thanks for the message. What do we do about that? Ah, well, there's nothing we can do about it actually. I just thought you'd like to know, FYI. But the entire universe is going to come. It's not just the universe; it's the entire multiverse. Aren't we supposed to lie down and put a paper bag over our heads or something? If you want to. Will that help? Nope, not at all. Now there should be a comms tower. Can we see the comms tower from the spaceship? Sometimes you can. And there's one up there, but that's not it, is it? At least I don't think that's it. No, we don't have to land. Summon the robo-doggers once more. Okay, so quickly tell everybody the universe is about to end. Oh, here come Sentinels. Fortunately, they'll never keep up with the robo-doggers. What was the title of that Asimov postcard story? Much ado about nothing. Yeah, it's going to be a short stream tonight if the entire multiverse ends shortly. There it is. Don't know why we couldn't see that from space, but anyway, there we go. Right, let's do this thing. There's some of those pesky sentinels hanging about, but let the robo-doggers run around at the bottom. He needs a bit of exercise. It might be his last outing then, if the entire multiverse is about to disappear. Oh, I just fell off. It's a bit daft to me. Weird. This really needs an elevator, this thing. Right, okay, so we're going to use this to talk to all the other travellers. Warning, network failure. 16, warning. Okay, yeah, we know that's happening. Terminals a stream of warnings and errors, each warning a total failure, but I must do what I can. I must tell the others what I've learned. Attempt to broadcast. Here we go. I warn the travellers of what I have learned. These worlds are not real. Okay, that's a bit. I want to hear what he's going to say. So it's that's a little bit as we writers say. That's a bit of tell not show. The Atlas is not a god. It's a machine simulating countless realities for some unknown purpose. And after millennia of operation, the Atlas is coming to an end. There are 16 minutes until the system fails. We cannot know how much time we have left within the simulation. The time has come to make peace and say goodbye. I finish my message not knowing if anyone will hear it. I look out across this world, wondering how much might be left to discover, how much beauty might be lost. I know what I must do. All paths have led me here. Each portal has brought me closer and closer. I must go to the centre of the galaxy. It is the epicenter of the glitch. I will say goodbye to our friends if I can. Then I will confront our creator. I will find out what happens next. Progress towards the galactic centre. Wait, 16 minutes. No, you do. Let's just jump off the side. Far faster. There we go. Come here, Robodogs. Hey. Nope. What's the matter with you? Come here. What is he doing? Hey. What's he... Stop arsing about. We've got to get back to the ship. Best friend. Yes. Usual dog tactics there. Right, back to the ship. 16 minutes. Close to the horizon might be longer else. Ah, well, okay, that's very, very true. Maybe. Can we use a black hole or something weird to get around the 16? It just says proceed to the galactic center. There's my ship. Okay, so let's see what happens. And the galactic center could be thousands and thousands of light years away. Animals, Gains and Games. Hello there. First time chat. Always good to see you. Thank you very much for joining the stream. We are, well, we've just warned the entire universe that the entire multiverse is about to come to an end in 16 minutes, apparently. Alert Nada. Okay, so we've got to do that. So yeah, so it's not entirely clear how this is going to happen, but it's the entire multiverse may cease to exist in 16 minutes or not. We're not entirely sure. So, something like that going on. So fairly major catastrophe is brewing from what I understand. And just think, I hope you guys on the chat are not affected by this, because of course you are just colourful names on a chat list. So maybe you're part of the simulation as well. I don't know. I'm real, but I can't vouch for you guys, and you may think you're real and you can't vouch for me. So if we all disappear in 60 minutes, it's fine, right? It's been nice knowing you all. You delightful figments of my imagination, or possibly not even my imagination. Maybe we're all figments of the Atlas's imagination. Who knows? Whatever's going on, we know it's become very weird and existential this evening. Right, Nada, are you going to give us something useful for a change? Come on, give us... You know now, don't you, of our simulated nature of the end? Okay, so he's known all along. The Atlas, yes, it is failing. It resets itself again and again and again. It's panicked trying to purge what season. Oh, okay, so it's... The Atlas is shutting down the multiverse, but it'll reactivate again, and we'll all start all over again. Shiny red flag is okay under his table. Kim Gilbook. I will enter sleep. Will I dream to? I'm no idea, I'm afraid, on that one, Kim. You that's right. Just keep singing Daisy, Daisy. You'll be fine. That's all you need to know. Or even worse, what if we were a simulation inside of a simulation? What if we're in the Sims video game and we're with the video game in the same place? Maybe. All of this has happened before, and all of this will happen again. That's probably true as well. Another response with what again? Yeah, see, each purge changes nothing. The boundaries continue to fall. Atlas will die in 16. We do not have to go so soon. It does not need to delete us in fear. Okay, so how many times has this already happened? I do not know. I do not think we can know. Some things are external to the cycle. Some things are external to the cycle. All must end. Time must end. Even here, NULL and Apollo cannot escape the reality fall. Data cannot survive. Make peace, find happiness, be who you want to be. Goodbye, companions, goodbye, stars. I will remember. Okay. We will see you many times before the end, I'm sure. You have been a good entity. Thanks. I've been a good entity. Okay, so let's say goodbye to Polo then, in case the universe does start to exist, fail to exist. Will I know, Traveller Friend, when it happens? Well, I don't know. I suppose it may have happened before already. Again and again. Do you know if it has? I suppose you must not. Well, no, friend. Do not talk about it. Okay. We are anomalous. We have an amazing anomaly station, yes, but we are still fabricated beings. Not like you. Talk of nature brings pain and brings danger, but trust we know, friend. Trust we cry with you that we will be with you always, no matter what the danger will cost. You are a friend. Oh. Well, farewell, Polo. Not goodbye, friend, until we see each other again. Farewell, then. Right. Okay, so we've still got to find a way to get to the galactic centre. In like 16 minutes, or possibly it should be like 10 minutes by now, surely. Or maybe time isn't counting down. Wintermute GB, if we're a figment of Drew's imagination, then we're doomed. Well, maybe you are. As Slanty Bartfast said, the chances of actually figuring out what's really going on are so vanishingly small that doesn't matter anyway. The Atlas is dying. It wants me to reset it, to plunge myself through its interface at the centre of the galaxy. But to do may reset this world, my life, all that I know. I do not know if I can do it. Seek the final interface, complete the Atlas path, or explore the galaxy. I think we should seek the final interface. The Atlas will last 16 minutes, but there's no telling what clock speed the simulation is running at. That's a good point, yes. Simulations usually simulate much more than a minute per minute. Kind of the point, I suppose so. Right, reach the centre of the galaxy. Well, that's, yeah, just do that, Drew. Reach the centre of the galaxy. I mean, that's... How far is that? Galactic core is like 669,000 light years away. But that's gonna... I mean... I'm doing it in like... That's going to take thousands and thousands and thousands of jumps. There's the galactic core. Okay, so... It's just... Okay, well, we'll start. There we go. What if I'm a figment of my own imagination? You could be. Wait a couple of seconds after each jump before jumping again. Okay, we just arrived here. It looks like we've got some pew pew going on. Emergency guns. Oh dear. Let's see it. See, this is the thing. The game chucks some content at you. Data injection, sequence received, source unknown. What does that mean? Let's see if we can get a range, because we don't need to be fighting this bunch of pirates. So, brave Sir Robin. Whatever you do, don't hit the turbo switch inside the Atlas station. No, let's not talk about the turbo switches again. Right, those pirates pursuing me. Looks like they are. Cheeky pirates. There they are. Let's get rid of them now. Let's use the intrusion generator, because that's a lot better at killing these things off, isn't it? Where are you? Come back here. message. Right, so what was that? What was that thing that happened there? An overseer walked lots of times. So I've got some sort of weird message about. Oh, I'm dangerous. Fear me if I am dangerous. 60 starships. Okay, so there's a mission. Even if you keep boosting away and feel pulse drive come back online. Okay. Gin Tagara, good afternoon. Hello to you as well. So there was a weird message there. So Atlas Station. You can portal us into the galaxy. I received a glyph in that message. Ah, okay. So how do I make use of the glyph? Does that take me to the next Atlas path? You'll need to... So just keep heading to the core. Okay, so after 12 jumps I'll have something. Okay. So just hang around a bit after each jump. Okay, let's do that then. And remember to look around the interior of each Atlas station. 16 jumps. Right, okay, that makes sense. And we'll get a glyph each time, and then we have a full set of glyphs. So just hang around until we get the message again. Okay, first time chat from Velvet Knight, warp 6 times. Right. So do we just wait until we get a message? There we go, data injection, sequence received, source unknown. Okay, let's just do that thing then. So that's 2. So clearly the simulation isn't running at full speed, otherwise we'd already be in trouble. Okay, so try and jump to a system with an Atlas station for the recipe for the star seed and remembrance. Okay. Oh, hang on, this is Apollo. Well, I got your message about the end of the universe, yes. It's been a lot to take in. A simulation, everything's not real. It feels like it doesn't matter, I suppose. We're going to die anyway, and I've been thinking about that. If the problems of this universe are due to the Atlas crying for help, then it's been crying for a long time. Those 60 minutes, I'll bet we have years before we die. Yeah, you were right in the chat there. Okay, so what are you going to do then? I've been thinking a lot about it. How we couldn't meet even though we seem to be standing in the same place. Yeah, that's true. I don't think we really were in the same location as well. I think those portals, they don't transport us, they transform us. Cut through dimensions. Okay, so he was in the same place but in a different multiverse. That's the one I think anyway. It's the only way to explain it. Could be. And if the walls between worlds are really falling, maybe we'll be able to have a drink together before the apocalypse. Space drinks! Space beers! Yay! Okay, farewell my friend. Because he's going to try the same thing. Oh, that's nice. It's been a pleasure serving with you, Apollo. So far you've been using the portals when the story says to, so the destination is designed for you. When you activate a portal, normally you get an interface where you can dial in destination address. Okay. Goodbye, friend. Okay, so we've got 2 out of 16 Atlas sequences so far. Doesn't appear that we've received one here. Just keep heading to the Atlantic Core. Bum. So what's the mission thing tell me? It's okay. Let's just tell me the purge, right? There we go. Data injection sequence received, source unknown. Atlas sequence 3 of 16, so like you say, just keep jumping. Wow. Apollo has given the in-universe explanation for the eventual arrival of multiple features. Oh, head along the Atlas path. Oh, okay. Right, sorry. I thought I was supposed to be heading towards the Galactic Centre. Oh, I can do the Atlas path later. So what am I doing? Am I heading towards the Galactic Centre or do the Atlas path? I thought I was doing the Galactic Centre route. There we go. We're getting these sequences. So let's stick with. Oh, what's this glowing? Hello. Some sort of weird nebula ahead of us. I haven't seen that before either. That looks really cool. Is that a thing? Or what is that? It's very pretty. Is that just eye candy? Because it looks amazing. Look at that. It's like a nebula just floating in space. I think it's just eye candy, but it's very cool. Nice effect. It's just space gas. Okay, yeah, that's cool. It's good though, isn't it? I don't think I've seen one of those before. I like that. Nice. Okay, so let's just keep jumping. So I'm going to stick with the galactic core for the moment. Oh, it's new from the update. Okay, so they're always chucking stuff in, aren't they? These Hello Games peeps. The amount of eye candy and just different things in this game is, yeah, very nice. Command in an asteroid field. There we go, got the sequence. Everything in No Man's Sky is pretty. It is, isn't it? It's a beautiful game. Really is. Just very chilled. Probably not the worm infestation. Actually, no. Some of those things that live in the bottom of the seas, I'm not sure they're particularly nice to look at, but they're cool. But I wouldn't say they were pretty. Oh, and the big worms. They were cool. The sandworm things. They pitch from Dune. They're pretty cool, but I'm not sure they're pretty. There's the source. Okay. Pretty evil worms. Purple space around us. Very pretty planets. Oh, well, maybe not so much, but okay, so 6 out of 16. like we don't always get one. Sometimes we're jumping, we're not getting one, are we? Don't seem to be getting one this time. Oh, another incoming message. Oh, it's Null. You are not alone. You can't go to the centre. You can't do this. You can't leave us. Well, no. I'm going, dude. You can't do this. You can't. The centre of each galaxy. It's the Atlas. It's all just. It's all else just interfaces. All else a shadow of its might. You don't deserve it. You wipe us all to. How do they know? I did what I had to do. I told you that. I couldn't die without seeing everything there was to see. I did what I had to do, but the Atlas, it won't let me back in. It won't speak to me. What did Null do then? I've committed such atrocity, travel. I had to. It was me or them. It's always been me or them. Who's them? Please, if you go for the centre, if you do what I did, it will reset everything. It will replace me, wipe me. All those souls, they have died for nothing. It was the only way to live on. You have to understand me. Life and more life. They sustained me. It can't have all been for nothing. I was going to see it all. Urgh. Condemn Null. Goodbye. I say goodbye as Null screams at me to reconsider. I end the communication. There's nothing left but the path towards the centre. There's the sequence received. This is very deep. This is very deep. Okay, so there's that sequence. I'm just going now. I'm just out of sheer bloody mindedness, I think. I'm going to get to the centre and we're going to figure out what the hell's going on. Maybe. I'm not convinced we're ever going to find any answers in this game, but this feels a bit like watching Lost. Who remembers that Lost TV series? Where it all started off really, really interesting, and then after a few episodes you thought, hang on a minute, it's beginning to feel a bit like that. There it is again. Unfortunately so, said Shadow Wyvern. Invested so much in that show for that ending. I know, it was really, really good. I remember my wife and I watched the first sort of 4 or 5 episodes thinking, this is brilliant, this is really well written. What the hell's going on here? This is so complicated, so twisty, so cool. And then we eventually figured out the writers had no idea either where it was going. It just kept chucking more and more ideas into it. Very weird. Right, we're halfway through now. I do remember there was a board game of Lost. I gave up with Lost a few episodes. I think that's about where we got to with WGB as well. I think at some point it twigged to me that the writers were just making it up as they went along. It's really, the problem is, DJ Scooby, it is really good. The first few episodes are like, wow, this is awesome. It's full of all sorts of intriguing stuff. Unfortunately, there's never ever any resolution to it. It's really weird. Quite scandalous, I think, at the time. So yeah, so watch it at your peril, I would say, because it doesn't have a resolution. All the story threads get really exciting and they never get resolved. It's really, really, really unsatisfying. Oh, look, there's lightning now in space. Space lightning. Look at that. That looks amazing. Does it do any damage to the ship if we fly through there? That looks really cool. I haven't seen space lightning before. Oh, wow. They really had some eye candy into this, haven't they? Doesn't seem to do any harm. Okay, well, that's cool. Nope. I didn't want to go there. Oh well, never mind. I knew the show was doomed when they destroyed the giant stone statue with a wooden sailing ship rather than a nuclear bomb. Yeah, it was all kind of weird in that. You have to wait around long enough in each system for your counter to update. Don't open the warp map too fast. Right, okay. Usually writers have a start, middle and end. I don't think they had a clue themselves what was going on. No, I don't think they did. There we go. Data injection received. Along with a very strange sort of noise, which is really quite unnerving. There we go. We'll get that in Starston as well, someplace, and once Pyro's in as well. Yeah, so lightning and things like that. Battlestar Galactica, the Cylons have a plan. Turned out the writers didn't. Yeah, the ending of Battlestar Galactica was just really all got a bit too metaphysical. I don't like it when hard sci-fi shows decide to go metaphysical just to go, okay, we're going to finish it up. It was kind of all a dream. It's just, no, love it. Right, we're 10 out of 16 now. Let's just wait for the... if it's going to happen again. What's that over there? Uh-oh. Get out of here. Goodbye. Warp drive engaged. Yeah, the original Battlestar Galactica was weird as well, wasn't it? They never resolved that one either. That's very true. Hostile subspace scans in the wrong system. Can't catch me. Right, we want more of these things. There we go. Data injection, sequence received again. Does sound a bit like Morse code, but it's we go. ESJ was metaphysical from the start and the ending was lifted from it. I suppose it was actually, yeah. Right, we've warped presumably a certain number of times. Discoverer, there we are, warped 75 times. There's more space dust down there. Right, so there it is, there's the sequence received. How are we doing sequence-wise? Presumably when we get the whole lot, we're going to trigger something else. Actually, wrapping up TV shows seems to be something that a lot of writers struggle with, because we watched not sci-fi or anything related to that, but my wife and I have been watching Castle, which was like a police detective kind of show, and it's it's been pretty good throughout most of it, and but the last episode was dreadful. It's just like, oh, and by the way, they all lived happily ever after. Like about the last 2 minutes of the film, I was like, what? We didn't get to say goodbye to some of the characters. That's it. It's game over. Last episode. That's it. All wrapped up. They lived happily ever after. It's fine. It's like, really? Weird. And that's yeah, you're right, Julia. The problem with TV shows, they don't ever know how much time they really have left, because it's like, are we going to get renewed or not, or do we wrap it up now and kind of hope for the best? It's very tricky, that one. So usually the last episodes aren't very good because of that problem. Right, we're at 12. We're at 12 out of 16 things. We're going to get to this weird interface today. We should be able to, shouldn't we? We've got 40 minutes left. Okay, here we go again. Back out pipe space. There we are, data injection sequence received. And Babylon 5, yeah. Yeah, that's very true too. Babylon 5 is probably the best example of that. It was cancelled after Series 3, so they wrapped it all up the story in Series 4 only to get to Series 5. That must be really annoying. Yay, we finished up all the story arcs. We've given the characters a really, really good send-off. Oh, and by the way, write another season. Yeah. That's really impossible to do. Babylon 5 had a plan, then they cancelled it the season early and had to rush it. Then it got uncancelled and they had to make up padding, yeah. Yep. Right, 14 of 16. Babylon 5 was humanity's last best hope. I always thought that was a strange turn of phrase, that one. Last best. So, does that mean there were a bunch of other bests beforehand that were better? Does it also mean that there's a whole bunch of not so useful hopes that we could use it once we got rid of the last best one? I.e., there's a bunch of mediocre hopes could perhaps use after the last best hope. It's just doesn't. It's not good English. Last best hope, I'm sure. At least I don't think it is. Right, data injection, sequence received, source unknown. So I think we should get one more. There we go. And oh yeah, Dark Matter. I quite enjoyed Dark Matter. That was the Canadian. Was that Canadian sci-fi series, which you could tell had a very limited budget because all the space stations had wooden doors. It looked suspiciously like emergency exits from office high-rise buildings, but it was there's some quite good storytelling in it. But it, like you say, it was the cliffhanger, didn't it? And then that was it. It was unresolved again. It's like, really? So annoying. We had plenty of other mediocre hopes remaining. That's good. Yeah. Right, there we go. That should be the last one. What happens now? Right. Locate and enter the final portal. Energy surge detected. The portal ley line has been found. There it is. Right, the final interface. Boom, we just found the final interface. Wow. The producer's trying to get funding together to make a film to finish off. Well, that would be quite good. I did quite enjoy Dark Matter. I thought it was quite good. I like the robot girl, or the android, or whatever she was. She was funny. Right, the final interface. It's the final interface. Copyright band incoming. Whoa, watch out for the ground. Dunk. Ooh, okay, this is a little bit sinister looking planet, isn't it? from it. Not quite there yet. What's the land down here? Ooh. Dark Matter was cheap and not that good, but it deserved closure. Yeah, that, I mean, I thought it was okay storytelling wise, but and it was done on the cheap, you could tell, but right. Okay. Time to summon the Robodoggers. Oh, you're going to behave today, Robodoggers. Right, you can have an ion battery. There you go. He's very happy now. Right. Okay, so I think. Oh, oh. Wrong button. Okay. Straight up beside this mountain. Ooh, what was that purple thing there? That was weird. Okay, so this must be the... It's a portal! So is this portal going to take us to the centre of the galaxy? Dun dun dun! I've got a feeling it is. Alright, let's activate the glyphs. Yeah, get your nose out of it, Douglas. (16, 16, 16). Atlas protocol initiated. 16, 16, 16. The portal shimmers look at it, never quite resting long enough for my eyes to process it fully. I must focus. Okay, well here we go. Activate the portal. It's totally Stargate. Who's pooped? Who's pooped on the portal? Someone's pooped on the portal. Right, okay, I think this is going to take us through to the final interface. Here we go. Am I going to bring about the end of the entire multiverse? If so, oops. What do we think? It's a cool adventure though, isn't it? It's very cool. Okay. Another weird planet. Oh, we've seen these things before. Spinny, weirdy stuff. Okay, breach, breach, breach. Anomalous signal detected. Okay, this is a weird place. Oh look, glowy stuff coming up. 16, 16. Oh, there we go, look, the time is counting down. Oh, is it? Game over. Is this the end of the multiverse, my friends? If so, farewell. It's been a pleasure knowing you. 8, 7, 6. I don't think there's anything I can do to stop it. No, it's just, this is it. This is the end of all things. Oh, apart from the Sentinels have decided to turn up. It's too late, my friend. Even the Sentinels cannot stop. Ow! The end of the universe. Something's crackling and... Ah! Oh, it's the Atlas. Okay. The Sentinels are going to be annoyed. Let's have a quick look around again. else here, is there? It's the Drew's done for us all. It's the end of the world as we know it. Hey, but I feel fine. Oh, Mr. Atlas, what have you done this time? So have we arrived at the centre of the galaxy? Or who knows where we are? Who knows what's really going on? The Atlas is silent, it watches me. I think it needs to give me some answers at this point. No, my final message will be truncated by the lag in the I cry out, but still the Atlas is silent. I'm going to cry out again. Come on, Atlas. Thinking of my journey, thinking of all the things I've seen. Of Artemis, who just wanted me to know a traveller who wanted the end to their loneliness. Yeah. Thinking of Apollo, who gave him purpose and all else seemed lost. And Null, who was just a bit of a numpty. I cry out again, there's no return. If I cry out again, I must make my final choice. Artemis once said that when they reached out to the heavens, they had no idea what to expect. The beauty, the mystery, the adventure, the danger. I stand before the interface Atlas, before the centre of all things. I stand before the death of existence. Come on, Atlas, give us something. On the sixth cry, the Atlas answers. Bum bum bum. That's right. All of these experiences will be lost in the rain. I've seen the ships off the shoulder of Orion, etc., etc. Traveller. Oh, I'm going to stand my ground now. It speaks, I understand. At my command, the Atlas will initiate a reset. It has happened before and it seems to stop nothing. It still only has 16 minutes left. I do not know what I will remember when it happens. When I woke up next to my ship, I had just performed a reset. Had someone else. Everything's coming to an end. Perhaps all that's left is to learn the final truth of the simulation, to know who the travellers truly are, and then 1,000 galaxies will be gone, 1,000 more will appear, and it will be mine to explore. Oh, this is too much responsibility. Is there another way? Because if this keeps getting reset, it does not listen. There is no other way. Okay, so while it lives, it can still create. The resets will not stop that. I do not know what to do. Okay, so there isn't another way. Reset the simulation, or refuse the Atlas. What do I do? The agonies of choice. The agonies of choice. I get the impression that the simulation's been reset multiple times. Flip a coin. Yeah, I know. I kind of almost want to refuse and just sort of see it die. Because it's obviously it's about time it did. Oh dear, oh dear. If you reset, you get to set the new parameters. Ooh, okay, well that sounds like fun. I could be God then. Push the button. Push the button, Max. That's right. Oh, let's reset the simulation. There we go. I have to know what happens. Boom. Ooh. Did the Atlas just die? New beginnings, a new galaxy awaits. Ooh, I've got a new title for that as well. The Atlas is gone. Whoa. Okay. You're always in the last 60 minutes of a dying simulation eternally. Okay, this is new, this is weird. Okay, so what's this? What are those things over there? So, oh wow, this is the interface to. So I've got 4 different coloured galaxies. Which one do I choose? I mean, do I just go on my favourite colour, which is green? Wow. I think, well, that's it. That's all I've got. I can choose green. Let's go for green. Most people choose green, do they? That's weird. I'm going to choose green because green's my favourite colour. Right, there we go. A Halcyon galaxy. The Atlas has created a simulation of its own world, its entire existence, in an attempt to witness its own impending death. It wishes me to show me its past and its future. Okay, so set the simulation. You probably want the green one. Wow. So is that the end of that quest? Bum bum bum. We've learnt that nothing is real, that the entirety of No Man's Sky is in fact a simulation created by the Atlas so it can explore its own death. But what's outside the simulation then? And what is the simulation for? Too many unanswered questions. That's cool though, good story. I enjoyed that. So I'm now leaving the Euclid galaxy and welcome to the something else galaxy. Yeah. But that's only one of the lore stories, right? Quest complete. Now waiting on Sean Murray and team to write the rest. You chose well based on the fact you like pretty planets. We know the multiverse is a simulation, whether you're a realist or an open question. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so there's a lot more lore in the side quest. Here we go. Look. But is that the main story thread, or is that just a story thread? If nothing's real, can I have your money? Well, that's not real either. You wouldn't want that. Now you need to track down the story in the boundary failures. Ooh. Okay, so now we're heading back in to another galaxy, I guess. Of my own choosing. I have created. I have become life, creator of universes. Cool. One thing we know for certain is you'll kill off all your buddies at the drop of a hat. Yes, sorry about that. Right, so we have now reappeared on another world under a rebel star. Okay, so there's more stuff going on. New beginnings. The universe is yours to explore. Enjoy the journey. Wow. Okay, so the Atlas path still exists as an objective. But isn't that sort of superfluous now? I'll say it's the main one. The original one was the Atlas path. Okay, which you can still do. Okay, so, and also the base test. Oh, okay, so that was so the Atlas path is still the original story, so we could go and do that still. Wow, okay. And there's a strange space station system. Well, the space anomaly, we know about that one. And this one, I accepted the guidance of the Atlas. What choice do I have? I'm part of the Atlas and nothing without it. I do not know how long I have before the machine is destroyed, before the simulation ends. But I do know I have the freedom of infinite worlds, infinite galaxies. It's mine to explore as a world. There's nothing to do but enjoy the journey. Okay, so basically that's kind of the end of that, but we can now just explore. This is a nice looking planet, isn't it? Let's just have a little look around up here. I like pretty planets. Climb to the top of the hill because what's over the hill? Is there anything at the top of the hill? Oh wow, look at that view. Isn't that amazing? This is what So good about No Man's Sky. Wow, look at that. That's quite a sensational view, isn't it? This looks like a pretty good spot for a base. Let's put a base computer on top of this hill. There we go. Claim base. So the Atlas path. So we'll follow that from next week. I think just so I can sort of split it up in my streaming a little bit. I think because I'm a bit spaced out by all that. Actually, that was a really kind of quite intense bit of storytelling. Actually, wasn't it? This is a very pretty looking planet, though, isn't it? I have to say, it does look nice. There's a few critters about, nothing too bad. Looks like night's about to fall. Let's see what this place is like in the dark. Look at this, a really tall. It's a lovely view there. We were down over there somewhere, weren't we? Look at the state of that mountain. I think we should try and climb that. Let's have a wander over there. I'm just gonna. I think for the last little bit, I'm just gonna like chill a little bit because I'm like, that was really. I mean, so we've learned that the No Man's Sky universe is a simulation in the process of dying, with the Atlas as its creator. We're an aspect of Atlas, so it's almost like the universe trying to find out about itself, and that's what us travellers are. We've now travelled to another galaxy, which is pretty cool in itself. And all the other guys were also travellers, kind of iterations of ourselves, but with slight variations. So we were all, so Apollo, Artemis, Null and myself were all one and the same, but different, which is quite cool. And presumably then the Korvax, the Gek and the Vakeen are also creations of the Atlas. And they've got their own little creative histories as well. Right, let's fly up the top of this mountain, see what the view's like from the top. That sounds like it might be a pretty cool place to make a base. Who doesn't like a mountaintop base? There we go. Pretty cool view. Rings in the sky as well. I need to jump into the. So this is the Essentam galaxy, which can be done by the anomaly at the moment. Okay, so it's just full of pretty places, which is nice. I like pretty places. A mirror within a mirror. We're all still alive. Yes. Is everybody still here? Anybody who's no longer with us, if you could just raise your hand and let yourself be known, that would be good. Okay, so where would my spaceship be? Have I still got a spaceship? Did my spaceship come with me? There's the base. That's a long way down, isn't it? Where is my spaceship? I don't see my spaceship showing up on the scanner anywhere. So, where is it? I lost my... I hope I haven't lost my nice solar spaceship. I've still got my doggers. I've still got my doggers. That's good. Can't do without the old doggers. Oh, we just need to scan for it here because it's not showing up on any of the... Oops, I think I've just gone past my base. Turn around, Douglas. There it is. Oh, scanner is... That'll be why it's not working. Everything got busted. That's a bit mean, it busts everything. Everything damaged. That's just a bit sharp, isn't it? Well, that's that funky trade rocket. That's very cool. So that's super hard, isn't it? So presumably means my ship is busted as well. Wherever it is. I did hit reset, I suppose, yes. I reset the entire universe. I should expect a little bit of damage as a result. Okay, so it's like when you first start the game. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, so presumably where my ship is... Oh, scanner is critically damaged. There we go. Why is it still showing as critically damaged? Oh, scans in the multi-tool. Duh. Right, got to fix everything. Literally everything. So if I wasn't using the cheat mode here, that would take like hours of gameplay just to get everything working again, wouldn't it? I'm not sure I can face that. That is a lot of work. And you have to be hopeful that you can get all the resources on the planet that you actually happen to be on. Presume we're going to have the same problem with the spaceship when we find it. That's going to be completely busted up too. Right, so that should get us back on our feet. Here we are, the scanner's back online. Where's the ship? Still not showing up on the scanner. Oh, there it is. There it is. No, it has shown up now. Right, come on, Ruby Doggers. Let's find out what's happened to our spaceship. Just as well we've got a Rainbow Doggers. Oh, I've forgotten about my freighter. Yeah, there's that as well, isn't there? There it is. Yeah, it's on fire. Right, let's fix everything. Just fix all the stuffs. I mean, this would take you hours to get everything back up and running if you didn't have the resources to hand. Ouch, 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 ouch. It's bad enough I'm going to do it this way. At least it's doable. I have an unupgraded ship set aside for these jumps. That's a very cool idea. So don't take your super duper ship through these jumps because it just basically trashes everything. So you basically have something with as minimal parts as possible. That makes a lot of sense. Wow. Okay, so that should be the ship back on its feet. No, it's not on fire anymore. I count that as a win. Okay. Mind, I went to Esentine by the portal in the anomaly originally. I didn't have to deal with this. I keep a junker ship for Galaxy Warps. Do the same with the multi-tool. Did I not do the multi-tool? No, I fixed the multi-tool. The freighter is presumably okay. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's have a look around in space then. Okay, so this, we have a base computer set there, so we can go back. Cost me a fortune when I did it. Broke every module in a fully loaded ship. Yeah, I feel your pain there, Wilf. Oh, look at the ocean world. Let's go and have a look at that. That looks amazing. Look at that. It says it's a dusty planet. It doesn't look like a dusty planet. It's just... Oh, I've got 5 minutes. Let's just do a little bit of exploring right at the end of the stream. That was an amazing stream though. Oh, well, sorry. That's for you guys to say. That was an amazing adventure. I really enjoyed that. That was quite a good ending to that whole saga. Okay. Oh no, there we are. The ground has just appeared. Like an ocean world from back there. Is that cloud or is that ground? Let's go to the edge of the sea and see what we can see. Yeah, that was very cool. So it's all just a simulation. Little islands off the coast there. There we are, we can have our own private island. That'll suit me. Doesn't look like a very hospitable kind of place though. Oh, it's got its own volcano though. That's pretty cool. Or something that looks like a volcano. There's a few plants down here. Oh, look at the cactusy things. Again, I mean, No Man's Sky just adding in more and more flora and fauna all the time because I keep seeing. This is what's amazing about this game is I'm seeing. There's like a cactus, and I'm pretty sure I've never seen that before. I'm sure I would have recognised it. It seems to be an amazing variety of things. It does look dusty now, doesn't it? Yeah, you're quite right. It is a dusty planet on the surface. Look at that, it's got that amazing... It's not a volcano, is it? It's just an amazing mountainy thing in the background. The vistas this game can generate is just staggering, really. Such a pretty game. So rewarding in terms of just getting to the hill and looking down on the landscape. And then seeing some critters in the air and thinking, oh, I'll scan those then. All the game mechanics in this game work so well together. That's what's so cool about it. Really, really good. Really, really cleverly designed. Right, in that case, I'm going to stop there because the sun is setting. There we go. It's time to leave No Man's Sky once more. So we come to the end there of that story. That was quite good. So we will. I think we'll do the Atlas path. We'll start off with next week. Next week will probably be the last stream of the year for No Man's Sky, and then we'll pick it up in the new year anyway. But let's do the Atlas path and see what else lore-wise we can discover, because that's quite good. That's making me think I ought to do a lore video on that sort of stuff. So, all very good. It's all procedurally generated. It's amazing. Thank you very much for your company, my friends. Lovely to see you all once more. Back for some not for No Man's Sky. We're back for some starts tomorrow afternoon, and on Saturday I'm going to be starting with a playthrough of Homeworld on my retro stream, so that should be quite a bit of fun as well. So looking forward to that. But see you tomorrow. See you on Saturday if you're about. Otherwise, have a fantastic time. Have a good weekend. You're getting close to Christmas now, so it can't be long before we all start getting off on the holes. Look after yourselves. Be good. Gra. And see you out in the procedurally generated universe. And don't press the reset button, okay? Because you know what happens. Just keep your hands away from the big red button. Take care, my friends. Be good. See you soon. I will see you anon.